that we have to lean like right here.
So like this.
Take it out of this folder. Take my use that one.
This one?
Okay.
Thanks.
What's so we have to like wait to get rid of it. Wait to get rid of it. So
Mm-hmm.
just let's read this.
I know.
I can move my stuff over here. Sorry.
If, by Rudyard Kipling. If you can keep your head when all about you are losing theirs and blaming it on you. If you can trust yourself when all men doubt you, but make allowance for their doubting too. If you can wait and not be tired by waiting, or being lied about, don't deal in lies. Or being hated, don't give way to hating. And yet don't look too good nor talk too wise.
If you can dream and not make dreams your master, if you can think and not make thoughts your aim, if you can meet with triumph and disaster and treat those two impostors just the same, if you can bear to hear the truth you've spoken, twisted by knaves to make a trap for fools, or watch the things you gave your life to broken and stoop and build them up with worn-out tools.
If you can make one heap of all your winnings and risk it on one turn of pitch and toss, and lose and start again at your beginnings and never breathe a word about your loss. If you can force your heart and nerve and sinew to serve your turn long after they are gone, and so hold on when there is nothing in you except the will which says to them, hold on.
If you can talk with crowds and keep your virtue, or walk with kings nor lose the common touch, if neither foes nor loving friends can hurt you, if all men count with you but none too much, If you can fill the unforgiving minute with 60 seconds worth of distance, run. Yours is the earth and everything that's in it. And which is more, you'll be a man, my son.
Today, we are at a threshold. Today, we say goodbye and thank you for all that you have given us, the opportunities, the dreams, the ability to face adversity, the tools of life and the initiative to use them, the confidence to take risks, the integrity to stand up for the right, the strength to battle, the diligence to endure, the will to commit, the humility to lead and be led, and most of all, the love and trust that has guided us and provided our foundation.
We are prepared to take what life has to offer us, and we are ready to lead. We take all these gifts and we embrace the earth and everything that's in it, for we are hounds.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Bob Baumler. I'm the Vice Principal of Notre Dame. I'd like to start by welcoming everybody here today to the 2024 Graduation Commencement Ceremony. I'd like to start by also welcoming our special guest, Chief Vincent Bercier and his family. Welcome. Father Parker Love, Keith Flaman, our Board Chair, and Archie Ledgerwood, our Board Member. Some housekeeping items just before we begin today. If you have to use the restrooms are located on the right. During commencement, there will be, the rink lobby will be open. There's water available there if you need some. Please mute your phones at this time. For any medical emergencies, we have our nurse manager, Sharon Bryce, over in the far right-hand corner. So she will be here during commencement, and she'll also be at the banquet tonight. So please, if you need to see her, flag down a staff member and we can get you to her location right away. I'd like to start with our land acknowledgement. In the spirit of reconciliation, we acknowledge that we are situated on the traditional lands referred to as Treaty 4 territory. These are the territories of the Cree, Ojibwe, Saulteaux, Dakota, Nakota, Lakota, and on the homeland of the Métis Michif Nation. We respect and honor the treaties that were made on all territories. We dedicate our efforts to working together in the spirit of collaboration and reconciliation. We acknowledge all nations, Indigenous and non-Indigenous, who live, work, and play on this land. I'd now like to welcome to the podium our grade 12 representatives to sing O Canada. All right, thank you. I'd like to now invite Chief Vincent Bercier up to the podium to say a couple words.
Hello, everybody. I was talking to Bob Miller earlier that I never thought I'd be ever walking on the red carpet just like they do in the movies, eh? But yeah, I'm very honored to be here today on this very special day. And I wrote something this morning, and I'll start reading it right away. Hello, my friends. I am Chief Vincent Bercier of Musaigan Cree Nation, Treaty 5 Territory, Manitoba. It gives me great pride to stand here before you, to the fellow graduates and to the proud parents and family members as well. I like to thank the staff of Athol Murray, Notre Dame personally for raising my son for the past 4 years. I believe my son is ready for his new journey after high school. As parents, we will do anything to make our kids succeed in life. That's the beauty of starting a new journey. You will learn from your mistakes. You will learn to overcome your mistakes. Making decisions on your own is the only way to grow. On behalf of the family members and parents, we thank you. My advice to all the graduates, be yourself and collect all the arrows in your life, because arrows are what saves a life. Making a difference on someone else's life is the key. I'm going to share a personal story in my life that happened a couple of years ago. I made plans with my friends to go hunting. So the plan was to go get them early in the morning and we head out. So I went to bed, then got up early in the morning, went to their home, found out that they had a few drinks that night, so they couldn't go hunting. So I go home, all bored, kind of ticked off. Now I'm at home sitting around, making plans to go to the paw, which is an hour away drive from where I live. Suddenly, the phone rings, and it's a call from one of my contractors that are building homes for the community. He says, with a worried tone, "Chief, we need Mark to contact his wife. She's been in a car accident." So I made some phone calls around the community because I live 30 minutes away from where the contractor was working. And I needed someone to go pass him the message. Even using Messenger on Facebook, no one was answering me. I couldn't contact no one. So I started freaking out. And my solution is to get there quick was to start up the snowmobile and drive across the lake. So I dressed up, started the machine and drove across the lake. Driving over 120 kilometers an hour, I was just bouncing off the snowdrifts. I make it to the community after 15 minutes. I succeeded. The message was passed on. So I noticed black smoke from quite a ways. I was curious. So I drove there. As I got closer, it was a house on fire. A man ran towards me with just the boxers, out in the winter, started yelling at me. "My baby is still in there. My baby is still in there." You can tell he didn't recognize me because I had my snowmobile suit on with helmet. So I jumped off the snowmobile while the machine was still moving, took my helmet off, and ran into that house. Grabbed the child and sat him on my snowmobile, gave him my jacket. He said, "My other one's in there." I go back in there, but couldn't find him because the smoke was too strong. I almost fainted. I ran back out and started smashing windows so the smoke can air out. After less than a minute, I had about a foot of clearance that I can see inside the house. Smoke went up. I go back in there, still couldn't find him. Finally, the cops arrived at the scene. I updated them that I looked in the living room and the first bedroom. I told them, "I'll check the washroom. You guys go in the room beside the washroom." I tell them, "Let's go. We don't have much time." So we ran in there. They follow me, and I point to the room, and then I check the washroom. I yelled at them, "No one in here." Shortly after they yelled, "We got him." Waited for them to come out of the room. We ran out of the house, and within seconds, that house collapsed behind us. Fire took over. Going back to the arrows I mentioned, let's say you want to learn to play the game of soccer. You have to learn many techniques. Your goal is to become a great soccer player. Let's say one technique is an arrow, and your goal is to be a great soccer player, which is your target. Chances are you won't hit your target with just one arrow, one technique learned. But if you learn more techniques, more arrows, you will succeed and hit your target, your bullseye. That goes for any other profession you want to pursue. I learned many arrows throughout my life. That's why those two boys are alive today. Thank you.
Thank you for your words, Chief Mercier. I'd like to now introduce our principal, Stéphane Gauvin, for his principal's welcome.
Good afternoon, and welcome to our 2024 commencement exercises. We welcome our special guests, our Board of Regents, Keith Flaman, Archie Ledgerwood. Chief Mercier, thank you for your wonderful words today. President Charlie Skipper, all of our proud parents and grandparents who have traveled from near and far. And of course, our esteemed staff. And finally, our honored graduates. In the past couple of weeks, I've had a chance to speak to some of our seniors about this day, and mixed emotions have been shared. On the one hand, all are excited to be graduating and to face the challenges and opportunities that lay ahead. But on the other hand, I have observed some solemnity. I think the reality has hit some of the graduates that beginning tomorrow, there is great uncertainty as to when these cherished classmates will see each other again. At a recent gospel assembly, when Lisa was doing her thing and getting the crowd bumping and singing, I know as a particular senior who is standing there, who normally does get involved in the singing and the clapping, he was just standing quietly. So afterwards I said, "Hey, everything okay, bud?" He goes, "I don't know. I've just got this pit in my stomach." Well, I remember many years ago that same pit in my stomach when I graduated from this place. It was a real feeling, certainly, of accomplishment and excitement, but there was a certain sadness around knowing that I wouldn't be seeing many of my good friends for a while. The good news is that my good friends from Notre Dame have remained some of my best friends to this day. It's just a matter of staying in touch. I also remember just 2 years ago sitting in the chairs where all you parents are, watching my daughter graduate. That might have been an even better feeling for me when I was sitting there. Watching my daughter cross that stage filled me with pride, gratitude, a tick of sadness, but mostly an undeniable joy. I really hope you are all feeling that same way today. It often goes unrecognized, but you parents and grandparents have paid a great price in trusting your children to us. We are deeply grateful for that. And whatever we may have imparted on these hounds during their time here at Notre Dame has been given back to us tenfold when we see the wonderful young men and women that they've become. Thank you, parents, for laying such a great foundation for us. To our dedicated staff, thank you for doing all the things that nobody else sees, the things that go unnoticed, the extra time you all spend fixing, calling, listening, helping, correcting, consoling, laughing. They say that working at Notre Dame isn't just a job, it's a way of life. And I think it has to be done right. And you do it right. I'm really proud to be part of it now sitting in those chairs alongside you. Graduates, as Chief Mercier just said, keep doing what you're doing. You are an amazing group, but stay in touch. Remember, don't forget about us, okay, when you do great things. Honestly, we are as excited as you are about what lays ahead. At this time, it is my great pleasure to introduce to you our president, Dr. Charles Skipper. Charlie, as he likes to be called, attended Old Dominion University on a wrestling scholarship where he received a Bachelor of Arts in History with a minor in Philosophy and Psychology. He later earned a master's degree in Educational Administration and Supervision at George Mason University. And to complete the trifecta, he was awarded his PhD, again from George Mason, in Program Design and Educational Evaluation. Now, Charlie's worked in boarding schools all over the world, from Virginia to South Carolina, to El Salvador, to Louisiana, to Switzerland, to Istanbul, Turkey, back to Virginia, and now Wilcox. If Charlie hasn't seen it, it's probably because it hasn't happened yet. After a period of being a persona non grata in the eyes of the Canadian government, Charlie did arrive here full-time in Wilcox in March. And since then, in true Gandalf fashion, he has shared with us astute observations of this little college that we all love. And we know there is more wonderful guidance to come. So please join me in welcoming Dr. Charles Skipper to the podium.
Yeah. Getting through the customs things was kind of exciting. I got the immigration. So before I start, I've got to warn you, and the students already know this. My wife said, Charlie, make sure you tell them that you're an emotional guy. So there may come a time where I have to stop. Hang in there with me, I'll get there. And Steph's my backup, so we got this worked out. She was so funny. I wasn't even upset. I wasn't even getting emotional until she said that to me. Daggone wife. Distinguished guests, Board of Regent members, staff of the college, parents, and soon-to-be graduates of Notre Dame, I welcome you to today's convocation. In preparing these brief remarks, I realize this is my 42nd commencement ceremony in a row, not of my own, but as a teacher or a head of school and president, and that gave me pause. Not because I'm officially an old guy, though quite honestly, I am, but because I was thinking about all the speeches that I've either given and all the speeches I've heard and the wonderful speech that we just heard. As I reflected on those, I realized they share a common theme. The common theme is advice. Lots and lots of really good, very important, very helpful, constructive advice. It's so ubiquitous an element of the speeches that my operating hypothesis is that we're genetically pre-wired to go ahead and give advice at graduation speeches. So I said, let me think about this. Maybe I should try a graduation speech without a shred of advice. But then, if I did that, I'd probably create a tear in the fabric of space-time by failing to honor universal law, and I just don't want to go there. So I'll just give a little bit of advice. You soon-to-be graduates have just finished what for most people is the longest sustained period of schooling in your life. But as Einstein taught us, and over that time, it seems like it lasted forever. Right? You're sitting in the back of that class and the teacher's going on and you're going, oh, is this ever going to end? Skipper's giving another assembly talk and we're dying here. It's a long time for sure. But as Einstein taught us, time's a relative concept. As a parent, it doesn't work like that. As a parent, those years go by in a rush. I'm sure you're sitting there going, oh my goodness. He or she's graduating. For me, when I'm here, my mind just fills with images of my sons. This is where the emotional part might come in. Just be warned, it happens. So it started in infancy and then went into being navigating life with a baby. And here's my useful piece of advice. Always cover a baby boy's private parts when changing a diaper, especially when you're wearing a suit going to an important interview and your wife says, honey, please change his diaper before you go. Do that. It's really, really good advice. You should write that down somewhere. As I'm writing, and as I'm writing this, I'm having a blur of report cards going through my mind and all the travails of schooling, which I'm sure you all can identify with. I remember I was at home one afternoon and this distraught third grader goes blazing through the living room, runs into his bedroom, wailing, ah, throws himself face down on the bed. He's crying, mad. I walk in, concerned parent that I am, and I say, what's wrong? And he says, I made a mistake on a multiplication table. There was one mistake in a 10 by 10 multiplication table. Personally, I blame his mother for that type A personality situation, but I also remember, I don't know if any of you have ever been in a kind of complicated parent conference about your son or daughter. Well, with my younger son, we had got called into one of those conferences. I always get nervous when I get called to conferences. Actually, I get nervous when I get called to my own office. Right? Come to the principal's office. All right, so the teacher, we're in the meeting, and she gives us this litany of issues that's going on with the kid. And I must say, they're all right. She's accurate. Nothing to say. And then she turns to my son and she says, isn't that right? My son turns slowly, looks her directly in the eye, and he says, isn't what right? She gets up, pounds the table, starts stomping around the room. I'm going, oh dear. I lean over to my wife and said, I think we need to do something else. I have a great grasp of the obvious on such matters. Then there are the more recent sorts of memories that come in, and these are ones that are related to high schoolers, which we're looking at today. We all know the hours of sitting and cheering in the games, and it's pretty cold in the hockey arena, if you ask me. I'm a Southern kid, but I know you all have spent many hours there, and miles and miles and miles and hours and hours and hours driving to the games and driving to the practices, and the sacrifices you've made of time and treasure to provide your sons and daughters the opportunities to pursue a passion, to chase a dream, to build a better future for themselves. And for boarding parents, the hardest thing of all, the gift of the Notre Dame experience, since it meant time away from one of the most important people in your world. Those and countless other memories are all parts of lives led together in love that as parents we remember, and they all come to the fore, particularly at times like these. It's part of the cycle of life, to be sure, but knowing that doesn't make it any easier. And now all of you, parents and graduates, are standing on the shores of an unknown tomorrow. I usually find such things exhilarating and terrifying. I've also been thinking about this ceremony as both an ending and a beginning. There are a few other times in life where things begin and end. A wedding, the birth of a child, which begins life as a family and ends sleep as you know it. And today it's graduating from high school and commencing your life after graduation. It's an inflection point, and it's one that's alive with possibilities for learning from the past and imagining and stepping into your future. And what of that future? It's your birthright and responsibility to be the author of your life. That's one of Father Perry Murray's great truths, and it was an expectation for his gang. The college motto, Luctor et Emergo, is often applied to struggles in a general sense, like struggles of life or struggles on the ice or struggles wherever. But at its deepest levels, the struggle is a very personal thing. It's the profound struggle that each of us must embrace to become the person that God intended us to be. It's the challenge of a lifetime. We know that your time at Notre Dame will serve you well in the years to come. A great high school career is about building an archive of experiences, lessons, and perspectives that you can draw on and enlarge and enrich over the future. You are now a hound for life. The challenge you now face is living up to the ideals of being that hound, being a person of integrity, of humility, of honor, of faith, and of service to a world that desperately needs citizen leaders with integrity, humility, honor, faith, and the willing to serve as servant leaders. We believe in you. We need you. Godspeed into that tomorrow. Thank you very much.
All right. I'd like to now welcome Reed Parrott to the stage for the Salutatorian address.
Thank you for the introduction, Bob. As a tribute to all we have learned, including new vocabulary, I wrote the following reflection. Time passes obscurely whilst attending high school. During class, we all count down the hours until that final bell rings. But outside of the Bastille of soporific lectures and tedious projects, we find time passes much faster due to the short-sighted tomfoolery we get into with our friends. Until, in the blink of an eye, we're standing here today on this stage at our high school matriculation ceremony. Today, high school becomes a memory one can call upon for laughs, insight, or even envy. Today, all those long, grueling hours, exhausting workouts, countless hockey games, the crazy red and whites, and that one exasperating roommate all become life lessons loaded into our brains to call upon at a moment's notice. Notre Dame has taught us to embrace the struggle and emerge on the other side. We came to Notre Dame as shadows of our current selves, and now we leave better than we originally came. While our time here was awesome, we also recognize all good things must come to an end. Time is linear. We must move forward. Moving forward, we will apply the things we learned here in university, junior hockey, or wherever life takes us. As Hounds, we can move forward in the world as leaders. Today, we gather here to celebrate our shared experience of being Notre Dame Hounds. I want to thank all the families who came from far and wide to celebrate this important event, the staff who worked tirelessly to bring everyone to their full potentials, and my fellow graduates for making these last 4 years the most memorable time of my life. Thank you, and God bless.
Thank you, Reed. I'd now like to welcome Caden McLean to the stage for valedictorian address.
Okay, thank you, Bob. Honored guests, staff, family, and fellow graduates, it is a pleasure to be speaking with you today. This afternoon, we are here to celebrate the graduating class of 2024. When I was a young boy playing hockey, my dad used to tell me, "Son, you should never be nervous if you know what you're doing." The truth is, I think we're all feeling a little nervous today. When we were first dropped off by our parents, we didn't know what we were doing coming to Notre Dame. Something we can all agree on, though, is that upon arriving, we felt a mixture of excitement and fear. Excitement for an upcoming hockey season with a school full of academic opportunities, and most importantly, the opportunity for new relationships. This excitement was compounded with the fear of fitting in and meeting challenges head on. On orientation day, most of us had nobody to guide us through the first days, while others were maybe familiar with a few faces but still felt nervous. That nervousness subsided when we developed our first friendship, whether it be a new roommate, a house leader, or a staff member. As time passed, we were oblivious to see that one friend had turned to two, then two became three, and then 4 and 5, and before we knew it, our house parent was yelling at 20 of us to shut up and go to bed. That exciting and painful time seemed to fly by, leading us to a common understanding among graduates that time is always an interesting phenomenon at Notre Dame. Yesterday could be a story about something that happened 2 weeks ago, 2 months ago, or even 2 years ago. Now, we are finally graduating and beginning the next stage of our lives. So when will we be together to tell those stories again? Will it be 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years, or 20 years from now? Reflecting on this passage of time is a firm reminder of why we're celebrating today, knowing that one day we will share those stories once again and have new ones to add. To fill the gap of being away from our beloved families, we were meshed closer together with our classmates, dorm mates, and our teammates, resulting in many of us having no issue with referring to one another as a brother or a sister. But just like with any other sibling relationship, there can be conflicts, and there will be conflicts. There were days where everything made you angry, and your roommate was doing everything to push your buttons. But as an alternative to standing up and socking them in the face, you refrained, because they are your brother or sister, and you love them, just as you do your own siblings. Building these close relationships had always been Pear's goal, to have the students of Notre Dame unite and cooperate to become part of something that was bigger than themselves. He insisted that his hounds be part of the construction crew of the future, not the wrecking gang. Now that we are graduating, we understand that being part of the construction crew is about growing to become the best version of ourselves, where our minds, bodies, and spirits are engineered toward success. Even though we have been engineered to become successful, we as individuals will still come across challenges in every aspect of our lives. As I enter my desired career in farming with my family, I have developed a strong understanding of the importance of enduring the tough jobs that nobody wants to do, like washing truck trailers. Being pelted with stones, mud, and steaming hot water is not for everyone, but there is a lesson behind that job. That lesson is that we as young adults need to be ready to endure a few stones to the chin and burns to the skin to make the harvest of the fields of gold, our lives, much, much sweeter. God bless Notre Dame, and God bless you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Caden. I'd now like to welcome to the stage Sophia Banda and Francisco Ramono for the dedication of the graduation tree.
In 1982, the graduation class planted a tree as their contribution to the college. They wanted to leave their mark and began the idea of Graduation Row, a row of trees, one for each year, extending from the Tower of God towards the statue of Our Lady in front of Edith Hall and now across the road on the north side of the Seaman Hill Hockey Skills Center. This first tree of Graduation Row was named Notre Dame Our Lady. The 1983-2024 graduates followed their example. They purchased trees and named some of them Spirit of the Relationships, Spirit of Inspiration, Spirit of Brotherhood, Spirit of Restoration. This year, the class of 2024 continues the tradition. We invite you to view our tree today. It is the one with the ribbons on it on the north side of the Seaman Hill Hockey Skills Center. Our class chose to name our tree Spirit of the Hound. At this time, we'd like to offer a blessing for the newly planted tree.
So, if everyone can join me, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit, Amen. Lord and holy creator of trees and forests, come and place your blessing of life upon this spruce tree. In the Garden of Eden, you planted both the tree of knowledge and the tree of life. May this tree, Spirit of the Hound, be a tree of life to all who pass by. May its branches be a living space for birds of the air that shall nest there. May it give all who look upon the gift of life-renewing beauty. As the blessings of peace and life were the fruits of the tree of the cross of your Son, Jesus, may those same fruits flow from this spruce tree which we have planted. Again, in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit, Amen. We go now.
Good afternoon. My name is Robert Kruger. I am the Spiritual Development Coordinator at the college. Per would have loved yesterday. Yesterday we had a fantastic Mass. Kudos go out to Lisa. The music that she provides for our liturgical celebrations is always fantastic, and we need to applaud her right now for doing that. So as I said a second ago, Per would have loved the Mass. He loved the Mass so much that I'm told often he would stretch it into 2 hours. So yesterday would have been a little bit shorter. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all the graduates for their help over the year with all the liturgies, all the gospel assemblies that they've had, right? Reading at the Wednesday gospel reflections and all the other numerous activities. My job here right now is to introduce the Sisters of Charity of St. Louis Liturgical Recognition Award. Now this year it's a tie, and we're going to settle that tie in about 5 seconds. The two people I need to recognize with this award, can you please come to the stage? Bexon Fox and Matt O'Toole. Now just stand over here, please. So I might be a little bit OCD about this, but I like keeping records. I'm a baseball guy. And so every time a kid helps me at church, we record it, and every time they get to 5, they get a special 5-timer coin. So both of these guys, they've helped 22 times over the course of the year. So I figured, to determine who gets it, we should flip a coin. Heads or tails?
Tails.
Okay. Fortunately, we have 2 awards. They get both of them. So these 2 fellas had a fantastic year serving. Okay, most of the time they're helping Father Parker. They're serving at the altar, but they both did the other jobs of the usher, the lector, and even work in the slideshow and being Eucharistic ministers. So gentlemen, for all your service, thank you. Those are yours. The next award that I get the privilege of presenting is the Mother Teresa Award. Talon Langston, can you please come to the stage? Every year at Notre Dame, we honor one of our graduating students for their outstanding efforts in Christian volunteer service. This student receives a print of a portrait of Mother Teresa painted by Notre Dame's former art teacher, Julie Rudwick. This student also has their name inscribed on a shield that is attached to the carving, Christ in the Breadline. This carving was created by Notre Dame legend, student and teacher, Frank Germain. This student exemplifies the characteristics of the Notre Dame Hound. This student has been very active in campus, volunteer activities such as our Hounds for Humanity program, frequent volunteer at Mass and other liturgies, our Works of Mercy program, and also the St. Maria Faustina Swim in Regina. I asked the staff for some anecdotal information about our winner this year, Talon Langston, and Peggy, you have a fantastic fella here. And here's the stuff that the staff told me. He was helping with the Hero Skate, the Red Cross Blood Run, and probably most visibly on-campus activities as far as like the Movember fundraising in November, the Grad Legacy Gift, different bake sales. Did you bake?
Spring bake.
No, spring baked, okay. There you go. NHL playoff night, and then the fantastic senior assassin activity at the end of the year. So round of applause for our Mother Teresa winner. You keep that.
I'd like to call Tyler Stays to the stage. So we're presenting, my name is Kathy Yanko, I'm the Director of Student Life. I can't see you with my glasses on and I can't see the paper without them, so you're all blurry. So Tyler earned the award for representing Student Representative Council, or SRC as we call it. We specialize the position of an SRC House Leader, and we've tried it for the last couple of years, and it's been a tremendous success, mainly due to candidates such as Tyler. Tyler is always out on campus, guitar in his arms, interacting with the hounds. He assisted in choosing activities, setting them up, taking part, and cleaning up. Tyler was often donning the Argo mascot costume or lining someone else up to participate. When others were wearing Argo, Tyler was right beside them as their bodyguard. You've got to protect the tail. So please help me in congratulating Tyler as the SRC award winner. For the House Leader of the Year Awards, I'd like to call up Sophia Banda and Bexon Fox. So being a house leader and fulfilling the responsibilities that come with this role is a challenging task for many young individuals. These young leaders are entrusted with completing various tasks and guiding their peers in all aspects of campus life. They're expected to demonstrate exceptional leadership qualities and set a positive example for others to follow. The position of house leader demands that these young adults exhibit maturity and integrity in their actions, even when faced with difficult situations or potential backlash from their peers. It requires them to make tough decisions and stand up for what's right, regardless of the popularity of their choices. Despite the challenges and pressures that come with the role, being a house leader can be incredibly rewarding experience for these young men and women. It provides them with valuable skills and experience that will benefit them as they navigate through life beyond their school years. Ultimately, the courage and self-confidence they develop in this position will serve them well in their future endeavors. Sophia stood out amongst her peers. Her continuous kindness, support to the other girls, and dedication within her academics and athletics are some of the things that led her to win this award. She has been a constant leader for the girls. When talked about by her peers, Sophia is always the one person that feels like home. Sophia is a 3-year hound who truly embraced all of what Notre Dame stands for. She's an amazing, genuine leader with a kind heart. We love her humor and her dedication to making the girls feel welcomed, even with a simple goodnight. The impact she has left in the dorm will never be forgotten, and her leadership will be a constant reminder of what it means to be a hound. Please join me in congratulating the recipient of the 2024 Female Household of the Year, Sophia Banda. Bexon was part of the first class of grade 9s to stay in Seaman Hall dorm for all 4 years. Before their arrival, Seaman Hall was only housed students in grade 11 and 12, making it a unique experience for all. Initially, Bexon came across as quiet and unassuming, though it quickly became apparent that he possessed some strong leadership skills. His leadership style back then often involved engaging in late-night shenanigans, steering up his peers, then disappearing when Rod came around, all showcasing his ability to connect with others in a fun and lighthearted manner. Throughout his time at Notre Dame, Bexon has grown into a young man of integrity, displaying maturity and personal development. He sets a positive example for his peers by leading through his actions, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, and actively engaging in various activities within campus. Bexon's a multi-sport athlete playing AAA hockey, football, and baseball. His leadership abilities and peer recognition are obvious and evident as coaches selected him as team captain for both hockey and baseball. We are proud to announce Bexon Fox as the Male House Leader of the Year.
Good afternoon. My name is Michael Matter, and I'm excited to be able to present this year's Male and Female Athlete of the Year Awards. We present this to the male and female students that have best exemplified what it means to be an outstanding student athlete and a hound. These 2 award winners will not only receive the keepsake plaques, but will also have their names etched permanently on these trophies here behind me. Before I announce the award winners, I would like to take this opportunity to acknowledge the runners-up for Female and Male Athletes of the Year, Kira Coquell and George Timmons. And at this time, I'd like to call up our award winners, our Male and Female Athletes of the Year, Jean Armstrong and Spring Mossett. Doesn't matter, either side works. Spring is a 3-year hound from Oneida, Manitoba, who played volleyball, AAA hockey, and rugby. Described by Coach Parrott, Spring is salt of the earth, a leader in every sense of the word. Spring's dedication to improving in all areas of her game spread to her teammates, and she held herself and them accountable to a high level. Second on the team in scoring, she captained the AAA team to the provincial final and was awarded the most dedicated player of her team. In rugby, Spring was awarded a team MVP, with Coach Grad and Bolak describing her ability to take over a game with her outstanding skills. For me, as a parent of one of the players and as athletic coordinator, it was just the enjoyment of seeing her truck somebody who had the ball or absolutely blow up a runner when she had the ball or a ruck. Spring's ability to attack the gap is something to be seen for sure. Dedicated to pushing her pace every time she hit the ice, the field, or the court, Spring holds herself and her teammates accountable to a level of performance that helps everyone find success. I look forward to hearing all about her success in whatever athletic endeavors Spring takes on in the future. Congratulations, Spring. Ooh, that's loud. Jean is a 1-year hound from Calgary, Alberta, who played football, track, basketball, and rugby. He was special teams MVP on his football team, and according to Coach Zomer and Manson, he was a quiet but positive influence on his teammates, on and off the field. Gene and some of his teammates took the opportunity to try out with the Regina Thunder football camp at different times this year. I was able to see, well, I took them anyways, and then we went out to Dawn's after, but we went to that camp, and I remember hearing from their coaches how outstanding he did in that camp. Gene earned the opportunity to play on that team, but has decided to move on to the U of A. On the basketball court, Jean is described by Coach Gauvin as the heart and soul of the team. In a sport where chirping unfortunately seems to be the norm, Jean went about his work like a silent assassin. Jean embodies how we'd love to see all of our hounds participate on the court and on the field. Jean's leadership and athletic ability helped the team reach the league final and the provincial semifinal, and Jean was selected as team MVP by his peers and the coaches. Jean's dedication to athletics took him to track and field as well, where he progressed through districts, regionals, and on to provincials, where he narrowly missed the podium there. Again, on the rugby pitch, Jean was described by Coach Ross as an outstanding player who impressed with his pace of play and quiet demeanor. Jean's speed and ability to track down and take down some of the opposition's biggest players was something to be seen. His offensive skills were amazing. To see him accelerate with the ball and offload to his teammates out of nowhere, to be able to break through that gap was something to admire. Most of all, it was his no-nonsense, say less, do more attitude that stood out to me. That was his most valuable quality. Whether it's football, basketball, rugby, Gene's going to lead his teams to success with that quiet confidence. Help me congratulate Jean Armstrong. Now
Congratulations. Thank you, sir. Congratulations. All right, I would like to call Reed Parrott up to the stage, please. It's my pleasure and honor to present the Murray Renouf Maynard Leadership Award. Please note the mind, body, and spirit criteria set for the winner of this award is fully part of the 3 lives of the award's namesake. This year's Murray Renouf Maynard Award winner is a great example of Per Murray's poem, The Notre Dame Hound. Reed knows right from wrong, models and loves what Notre Dame stands for. He is honest and sound from center to circumference and is true to the heart's core. Reed is a 4-year hound and a natural leader on campus. He was the captain of his hockey team and a lead by example type of player. His coach, Mike Mattern, said the following about him. He's a take charge kind of leader, leads by example, and holds all players and the team accountable. He was also the Heart of the Hound Award winner. Semester 1, Reed was always ready to volunteer to help on Sunday Mass and would always ask Rob Kruger if he had enough help for activities because he was more than happy to help if he needed it. He organized the grade 12 Legacy Golf Tournament for the school, was part of the ultimate team that went to the city finals and one of our top academic students, and also a local house leader. Please help me congratulate Reed as this year's winner of the Murray Renouf Award. Congratulations, buddy. Well deserved, buddy. It is also my pleasure to present on behalf of the faculty the most improved student in grade 12. This year's winner is Iwan Clark.
I'm here to present the Notre Dame General Proficiency Award. This award is given to the top academic standing in grade 12 from the 23-24 school year. This is a pure calculation. It's also a stressful calculation because these types of awards go down to the decimal point. So they've been double, triple, and quadruple checked. We even had Nicole look at them for us. So thank you, Nicole. The runner-up with a 91.52% overall average, Reed Parrott. But the winner, inching just slightly ahead with a 91.78% average, is Reese Osicki. Give him this one. Come over here, Reese. I'll continue on with the Governor General Medal. It's my pleasure to present this esteemed award. This medal is presented each year to the student attaining the highest academic standing in all grade 11 and 12 courses combined. The Governor General's Medal represents a strong commitment to learning, a resilient work ethic, and an emphasis on achievement. The award exemplifies diligence, dedication, and responsibility, not to mention outstanding success. Once again, we are at the decimal points with I will mention the runner-up, with a 92.81% overall average, Thomas Curry. And with an overall average of 93% in all grade 11 and 12 courses combined, it is my pleasure to award the 23-24 Governor General's Medal to Reese Osicki. Come on up.
So, a little note about life. You only get to go through the first time once, right? Then it's second time. And I got to say, I want to say two things. Number one, I love the red and black. That's spectacular looking, y'all. I like it. I'm going to figure out how to get one of those bad boys under here. All right. Second thing is, and I say this with all sincerity, I've sat in many salutatorian addresses and valedictory addresses, and I don't think I've ever heard two as well done as those. Thank you all very much. Outstanding job. I get the pleasure of presenting the President's List and then the President's Cup. So President's List, when I call your name, if you'll just stand at your seat, not on your seat, just at your seat or by your seat. And I think we have a picture later, right? Yes, okay. All right, so when I call your name, if you'll please stand. Thomas Curry, Alexa Albert, Bexon Fox, Sophia Banda, Caleb Cornelson, Spring Mossett, Talon Langston, Nevada Weisbrod, Caden McLean, Reese Osicki, Matt O'Toole, Reed Parrott, Neve Sethi, Kira Cokwell, Tamara Empey, Connor Wilkins, and George Timmons. Congratulations. Will Spring Mossett and Caden McLean please join me at the podium? Welcome. Long time no see. Yeah, you guys found your way up here. Okay, it's good. Since this is my first commencement at Notre Dame, I had a lot to learn about how things were done, including recognizing President Cup winners. And as I often do when I've got a question about anything Notre Dame, I wander over to Kathy Yanko's office for words of wisdom and guidance. And Kathy said, well, Charlie, the citation is yours, but you can pull on different pieces from the people that send you comments on each of the students. I replied, oh, great. But I have to say that all the write-ups I've got were just spectacular and wonderful on their own. I'm not sure I can improve them much. And here's the key thing. She said, she smiled and said, of course they are. They're describing some great young adults. She was right. There's a consistent refrain about Spring in the staff comments about her. Spring has been an outstanding leader in my dorm this year. Spring Mossett is a true leader on the rugby field. Spring's leadership is characterized by her resilience, sportsmanship, and integrity. She's a true leader in every sense of the word. Spring was the student champion for the Bloodhounds and Canadian Blood Services. She represented Notre Dame with class and was very busy recruiting students monthly for blood donations and stem cell swabbing. It sounds to me like you have a firm grasp on this leadership thing. One of the important life lessons that Spring has mastered is that she leads by example, living the values that she holds dear and demonstrates the virtue of a hound in all that she does. Ashley Mady, her house parent, wrote, "She was always the first to show up and the last to leave. She's dedicated, trustworthy, and she's been that way all the way through. She's been a standout." Darren Balwick, her rugby coach, noted that from the moment Spring steps onto the field, her presence is felt. She has an ability to inspire those around her. Her running and unrelenting defense made the difference in games. Spring ensures that every player feels valued and motivated. Her passion for rugby extends beyond her own performance, and she actively works to promote the sport at Notre Dame by encouraging other students to try it. And her hockey coaches, Caitlin Brennan and Craig Parrott, added that Spring leads by example on and off the ice, holds herself and her teammates accountable, and gives 100% every time she hits the ice. Wow. And those comments aren't even the ones that I think are the ones that really get at the heart of the matter. These are the comments that make me go, Spring is dependable and caring, leads with her heart, and never abuses her leadership power. Why now? Gosh, Spring, what are you doing to me, kid? From the moment she steps on the field, her presence is felt. She inspires everyone around her. Her leadership is characterized by resilience, sportsmanship, and integrity. Powerful words about a powerful young leader, scholar, athlete. Congratulations, Spring. Please let me know when you're ready to serve as the head of a school. We need more hounds like you. Congratulations. Come on over. Oh, good luck with this. It's the latest test. You can hold it. After having heard Caden speak extemporaneously after receiving this year's Per Murray Award, made me a little nervous, to be honest with you. He knows what he's doing. And as you heard earlier, he's really good. He sets a high bar for standard of speaking, so I'm do my best. He's truly impressive performances, and a demonstration for me are particularly striking his grace in the moment. I've come to learn that such grace and care and respect and integrity and a shared passion for farming is an important part about who Caden is. In his house, parent, teacher, and coach comments, you'll recognize a common theme, as we did with Spring. Caden is a leader in the dorm, on his team, and all around campus. He is an amazing leader. He's an exceptional leader both on the ice and in the school community. His house parents, Lori and Daryl Schmidt, wrote, "Caden is one of the most morally sound students that we've encountered in our time at Notre Dame. He's a four-year student who's always behaved in a mature, honest, and just manner. His quiet demeanor has a quiet demeanor and leads his peers with his behavior. He's always proven himself to be trustworthy in words and actions. We depend on Caden to always help steer the younger students in the right direction, and thus he's a great resource for us on the dorm." Caden spearheaded a fundraising event to support a fellow Marauder student whose family is going through some difficult times right now. He's also tightly connected to his family and supportive in helping the family farm. He's not afraid of hard work, and that shows in everything that he's involved with. His hockey coach, Jack Flaman, says, "Caden exemplifies what it means to be a hound. In a year filled with ups and downs through injury, he stayed positive the whole time. He lives a balanced life, taking care of his academics first, his athletics through sports and training, and all the while continuing to be a leader." Cade's maturity and his leadership by example was highlighted by his baseball coach, Joe Mady, when he noted, "Caden consistently leads by example, and I'm impressed by his maturity in all areas. He's someone that his classmates can confide in and rely on for support. He is someone that has always made the right decision when others around him are not. Even with the high workload of academics and athletics, he always said yes to helping others. I'm proud of him as a leader, and I'm excited to see where life takes him." I think John has it exactly right. We're all very excited to see where life takes you, Caden. Congratulations on an outstanding high career and for winning one of the 2024's President Cups. Congratulations. Okay, now we got to jump in.
You ready, Charlie? Dr. Skipper, at this time, I would like to declare that the graduates sitting before us have met all graduation requirements as set out by the Ministry of Education here in the province of Saskatchewan. We are now very pleased to introduce them all individually.
Good afternoon. My name is Elena Kruger, and I have the privilege of introducing the graduates. I ask that you please hold your applause until all of the graduates have been introduced. Alexa Angelina Chanel Albert. Alexa is a 3-year hound from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Alexa will be attending the University of Saskatchewan Faculty of Arts and Science. Alexa hopes to pursue a degree in dentistry. Jean Lucas Armstrong. Jean is a 1-year hound from Calgary, Alberta. Jean will be attending the University of Alberta in the Faculty of Kinesiology. Sophia Olivia Banda. Sophia is a 3-year hound from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Sophia will be attending the University of Jamestown, North Dakota, studying psychology and playing women's Division I ACHA hockey. She received Dean's and Entrance scholarships. Anna L. Bazalevich. Anna is a 1-year hound from Santa Barbara, California. Anna will be attending Hood College in Frederick, Maryland to major in psychology. Anna will be playing NCAA Division III hockey for the Blazers. Anna received academic scholarships. Mariko Baptiste Bercier. Mariko is a 4-year hound from The Pas, Manitoba. Mariko will be taking a year off from school to play Junior A hockey. Shay Allison Camphog. Shay is a 3-year hound from Moose Jaw, Saskatchewan. Shay will be playing NCAA Division III hockey at Wilkes University. Shay received an academic scholarship. Eden Nadia Carius. Eden is a 3-year hound from Brentwood Bay, British Columbia. Eden will be attending the University of Calgary in the Faculty of Arts and playing U Sport hockey. Eden received an athletic scholarship. Ethan Michael Simolini. Ethan is a 1-year hound from Airdrie, Alberta. Ethan plans to play junior hockey next year. Iwan Ora Muir Clark. Iwan is a 2-year hound from Leduc, Alberta. Iwan will be taking a year off to travel. Kira Danielle Coquel. Kira is a 2-year hound from Hay River, Northwest Territories. Kira will be attending Mount Royal University to pursue a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. Thomas Gerhard Curry. Thomas is a 3-year hound from New Canaan, Connecticut. Thomas will be playing junior hockey in Austria and taking an online calculus course through Harvard University. Tanisha Elitika Dean. Tanisha is a 2-year hound from Iqaluit, Nunavut. Tanisha will be attending the University of Ottawa to pursue a Bachelor of Arts degree in psychology. Tamara Jean MP. Tamara is a 3-year hound from Swift Current, Saskatchewan. Tamara will be attending the University of Saskatchewan to study radiation therapy. Bexon Arthur Fox. Bexon is a 4-year hound from De Winton, Alberta. Bexon will be returning to Notre Dame to play junior hockey. Dylan Jack Freegang. DJ is a 4-year hound from Ogden, Utah. DJ will be playing junior hockey in the US or may return to Notre Dame. Dustin Roy Gamble. Dustin is a 1-year hound from Kamsack, Saskatchewan. Dustin will be attending the University of Regina in the Faculty of Arts. Cameron Margaret Michelle Halkett. Cameron is a 1-year hound from Lac La Ronge, Saskatchewan. Cameron will attend the University of Saskatchewan to pursue a Bachelor of Nursing degree. Stefan Hetch. Stefan is a 2-year hound from Tulln, Austria. Stefan will be attending the University of Vienna and playing hockey. Dylan Robert Hoth. Dylan is a 1-year hound from Grande Prairie, Alberta. Dylan will be playing hockey in the United States next year. Carter John Hines. Carter is a 3-year hound from St. John's, Newfoundland. Carter will be playing hockey in the BCHL for the Victoria Grizzlies. Owen Robert Kingan. Owen is a 1-year hound from Ottawa, Ontario. Owen will be playing junior hockey next year. Marshall Easton Alexander Kitely. Marshall is a 1-year hound from Selkirk, Manitoba. Marshall will be attending Paul Smith College in the Faculty of Sports Medicine. Marshall received an academic scholarship. Bowman Wade Matthias Klippenstein. Bowman is a 4-year hound from Coaldale, Alberta. Bowman will be playing junior hockey next year. Caleb Rain Cornelson. Caleb is a 3-year hound from Lethbridge, Alberta. Caleb will be returning to Notre Dame to play Junior A hockey. Additionally, Caleb plans to earn his private pilot's license. Sultan Kulambek. Sultan is a 3-year hound from Almaty, Kazakhstan. Sultan will be playing EHL hockey for the New Jersey 87s. Sean Rodolphe Abarquez Langomez. Sean is a 4-year hound from Regina, Saskatchewan. Sean will be attending Saskatchewan Polytechnic to study electrical technology engineering. Talon Michael Langston. Talon is a 3-year hound from Wake Forest, North Carolina. Talon will be attending North Carolina State University studying biomedical engineering. Talon received a trustee's scholarship. Bryant Pierce Linklater. Bryant is a 3-year hound from Regina, Saskatchewan. Bryant will be playing Junior A hockey in Manitoba. Caden Cameron McLean. Caden is a 4-year hound from Fife Lake, Saskatchewan. Caden will be playing Junior A hockey and taking online courses in agriculture sciences through the University of Saskatchewan. Sasha Yvonne Malenfant. Sasha is a 1-year hound from Prince Albert, Saskatchewan. Sasha will be attending Grant MacEwan University in the Faculty of Arts, Social Work, and playing U Sport hockey. Sasha received athletic scholarships. Bree Asia Martel. Bree is a 1-year hound from Waterhen Lake, Saskatchewan. Bree is in the process of determining her plans for next year. Haley Annabelle McKinney. Haley is a 1-year hound from Leduc, Alberta. Haley plans to attend the Western Institute of Emergency Education to become a paramedic. Ash Carter Mitchellmore. Ash is a 1-year hound from Portugal Cove, St. Phillips, Newfoundland. Ash will be playing hockey in Ontario for the Caledon Admirals. Spring Elizabeth Mossett. Spring is a 3-year hound from Waskata, Manitoba. Spring will be attending Evolve College to study massage therapy. Josh Alejandro Muir. Josh is a 4-year hound from Calgary, Alberta. Josh will be taking a gap year before attending university in 2025. Lincoln Dmitro Nazarchuk. Lincoln is a 4-year hound from Wilcox, Saskatchewan. Lincoln will be attending the University of Regina in the Faculty of Business. Russell David Newman. Russell is a 4-year hound from Billings, Montana. Russell will be playing hockey in the KIJHL. Reese Verity Wasicki. Reese is a 2-year hound from Rocanville, Saskatchewan. Reese will be attending the University of Saskatchewan in the Faculty of Engineering. Reese received an entrance scholarship. Matt Ryan O'Toole. Matt is a 3-year hound from The Pas, Manitoba. Matt will be attending the University of Saskatchewan, pursuing a Bachelor of Science degree in biomedical science. Matt received an entrance scholarship. Henry James Parisi. Henry is a 3-year hound from Fort Myers, Florida. Henry will be playing junior hockey next year. Reed Murray Parrott. Reed is a 4-year hound from Calgary, Alberta. Reed will be attending the University of Alberta's Faculty of Science in Engineering. Ellie Marie Rollick. Ellie is a 1-year hound from Crystal Beach, Ontario. Ellie will be taking a postgraduate year playing 19U hockey with the Crystal Beach Academy while completing online courses. Carson James Reagan. Carson is a 1-year hound from Calgary, Alberta. Carson will be returning to Notre Dame to play Junior A hockey. Francisco Romano. Fran is a 3-year hound from Mexico City, Mexico. Fran will be playing junior hockey in the United States. Brianne Erica Rutz. Bree is a 3-year hound from Red Deer, Alberta. Bree will be attending Northland College in the Faculty of Psychology and playing NCAA Division III hockey. Bree received academic scholarships. Logan Thayer Salamandra. Logan is a 4-year hound from Flin Flon, Manitoba. Logan's plans for next year are currently undecided. Liam Marcus Chancellor. Liam is a 4-year hound from Hicksville, New York. Liam will be playing Tier 2 junior hockey in the United States. Neve Sethi. Neve is a 3-year hound from Regina, Saskatchewan. Neve will be attending the University of British Columbia in the Faculty of Engineering. Landon Donald Wayne Sorosky Brown. Landon is a 2-year hound from Lorburn, Saskatchewan. Landon plans to study electrical engineering. Tyler Nicholas Stace. Tyler is a 3-year hound from Saskatoon, Saskatchewan. Tyler will be playing junior hockey in British Columbia. George Spencer Allen John Timmins. George is a 4-year hound from North Saanich, BC. George will be playing junior hockey in the VIJHL with the Saanich Predators. Justin John Vanderploeg. Justin is a 3-year hound from Calgary, Alberta. Justin will be attending the University of Saskatchewan in the Faculty of Engineering. Austin Travis Watts. Austin is a 1-year hound from Medicine Hat, Alberta. Austin will be playing junior hockey next year. Nevada Brianne Weisbrod. Nevada is a 3-year hound from Dundurn, Saskatchewan. Nevada will be attending Trine University to play NCAA Division III hockey while studying chemical engineering. Nevada received the Trine Global Scholars Award. Connor Robert James Wilkins. Connor is a 2-year hound from Hay River, Northwest Territories. Connor will be attending Red Deer College to study kinesiology. Well, graduates, this is the moment you're waiting for. Please rise. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you the graduates of 2024.
All right, thank you, Elena. Just before Dr. Charles Skipper gets back up to close our ceremony today, just some housekeeping items and some stuff for tonight. So all 4-year hounds, all President's List recipients and the President's Cup winners, please return back to the stage after we process out for some photographs. Pictures with families can be taken outside. We also have the rink lobby set up, and we have our Notre Dame athletic background set up as well, so you're free to take pictures. And we would like all gowns returned by 3:15. If the students can then return their gowns by 3:15 back upstairs, please. And then just for the banquet tonight, graduates, we need to be at the Connexus Art Center by 6 p.m. to line up for the Grand March. We ask that all guests be seated by 6:20. Okay, and then the celebration will start right sharp at 6:30 with the Grand March and the entrance. So I now welcome Dr. Charles Skipper.
All right, I'm very hopeful that I'll get some directions to the Connexus Center. Just a quick add to I don't know if the students heard, but the tassels are yours. So when you do the gown things and the hats back, but the tassels, they're yours. And I'd ask everyone to join me. You see all this stuff going on, but behind the scenes, there's somebody that's been paddling very fast and very hard for a long time, actually two people. One is my executive assistant, Mel Patton, and the other one is the gentleman sitting behind me that stepped in and led us so ably today as the Master of Ceremony. So please join me in thanking Bob Baumiller for his help. Right, or as the students like to say, Bob? Yeah, I hear you. All right, it's my honor and responsibility to now officially declare that the 2023-2024 school year is officially closed. Congratulations, graduates. Welcome to your life as hounds.
President's Cup and President List Award winners, please come back up for a picture. All 4 of your hounds head up as well. We'll get a picture of you as well. So, okay. Here, I'll take that, Charlie, from you.
Thank you.
We need to.
What's your light there?
We need to figure out how to get this to do it. We made it solid. We could have made it. Wow. Am I in this?
Just 4 years.
Thank you, guys. Well done.